What's good, everybody? You ever heard it at me yet? Well, question mark. I'm doing pretty good, y'all. Just been getting my life together. Me and Ash and Try, we just did a very dope video, which we would post later on this week. And I gotta show y'all some stuff too. So I am gonna do a collection video February, early February, to say the least. I'm gonna show y'all a sneak peek. I know that's right, bro. Keep working and make sure you badge in. I hope your mom has a speedy recovery, Q. Something about you, baby. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince in full effect. Justin Bieber's on TV. Oh shit. Lady in My Life. People hate a lot of things these days. Favorite 3 6 Mafia album is Mystic Styles. Favorite song? Mmm. Damn, man. I'm gonna probably go Popping My Collar. Either that one or maybe Sweet Robbery. Yo, what I miss? Blow the whistle. Do do do.
Yo,
Yo,
what's good?
nothing much. Just got some food in the oven. What about you?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. What a day.
Yep. What a day.
This week is. I know this week is going to be hell. Got graduation. Get ready for that bullshit.
Right.
But I'm going to be level headed and shit because I just want to get this whole day over with.
Right.
And yeah, that Saturday night, I do plan on doing like a late night stream and shit. So,
Which one?
huh?
Which one?
Oh, after I do everything graduation, that's Saturday
Oh,
night when I come back home and shit.
okay.
No, probably like a little Q&A or whatever.
Right.
But what was up with that pic of Mob Deep and Killer Army you sent me?
I don't know if they're doing an album together or if they just took a picture.
Oh shit.
So, I mean, you gotta stay tuned. Maybe you hear Havoc beats with a Killer Army.
Yeah, I do want to hear that Styles P and shit, that
Yeah,
Havoc shit later on.
that would be crazy. That's the one of the best albums of the year already. Definitely. When you hear that album, he got like Hell on Earth beats on there.
Ooh, say don't say that.
Yes. He picked the right MC for that album.
All right, say less. Yeah, Hell on Earth shit. Okay.
Yep.
All right, ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's good, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely Sunday night? The best night to watch us. This is your boy Reg in the building. I'm a homeboy Try with me.
What up?
And the album we're going to talk about today is DJ Jazz Jeff and the Fresh Prince with their first album, Rock the House. This came out in April 7th, 1987 on Jive Records, which is under RCA. It was produced by Dana Goodman and Lawrence Goodman. Um,
That's what's his name? Karan. I think that's Karan's pops
for real, okay.
from the youngsters. Karan Goodman.
Oh wow,
Yeah, cause they from Philly also. The youngsters.
got you. Okay, bet. All right. It only came out with three singles: "The Magnificent Jazzy Jeff," "A Touch of Jazz," and of course, "Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble." No guest appearances. Just to let you guys know, there was actually a third member of DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. His name was Reddy Rock C. He was like the beatboxer
Right.
and shit. So yeah, man. We talked about home base
Mhm.
about at least 3-4 months ago
Right.
and shit like that too. And I told y'all that I was going to get all the albums and stuff like that so we can do like a tis the season to be fresh.
Mhm.
You know, that was pretty much every Sunday in December to talk about the remaining four albums that they have and shit like that. So
Right.
yeah, man, what better way to start than the fucking beginning?
Right.
Excuse me. So, just to reiterate, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, they met at a party. I think when DJ Jazzy Jeff, the original rapper, he was, doing a party with, he didn't show up on time, so Will Smith took over. And I kind of did some research, really,
Mm-hmm.
of their beginning, because Will Smith was part of the hip hop group called the Hypnotic Three
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that too, which Ready Rock C was also part of that group too after one of the members left.
Right.
And so at that time too, Will and DJ Jazzy Jeff met in '85 after that party. And they got together working on music with one another. And Ready Rock C, he kind of had a falling out with Will Smith, aka Fresh Prince, because and this is coming from Ready Rock C, that Will Smith kind of wanted the attention to himself
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. Which, if you guys probably heard this story before and stuff. And Ready Rock C felt like he gave a lot of ideas to DJ Jazz Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and he felt like he wasn't really rightfully paid for that shit. So
Right.
in 1999, he actually sued DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince and shit
Mm-hmm.
like that. But I think that got like dismissed
Right.
or whatever. So yeah, man. So I think he just to this day, he don't really like fuck with Will Smith like that to this day. From what I've looked up, I don't really know too much from him. I had to like really dig deep for this one, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. Also when it comes to like this review, I want to give a highlight to the influence of Philadelphia hip hop and shit too, because
Right.
at this time too, we all know about Schoolie D. He came out with a PSK and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And then at that time, you also had Steady B and Cool C doing the thing. And it's crazy because Questlove, he did an interview where he talked about a battle that Fresh Prince had with Steady B and stuff like that too. Like a freestyle battle
Right.
and shit. So yeah, man. Definitely want to like give highlight to Philadelphia hip hop because this was like I should see this album as one of the influences of it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because
Absolutely.
even though like he's a DJ, I'm the rapper, that was like the breakthrough album, which
Mm.
I really cannot wait to talking about that one next week and shit. Um, this one right here, this, and I might be very controversial this one, but this might be one of his most lyrical albums in my opinion and shit. You know what I'm saying? And let it be known, DJ Jazzy Jeff was one of the few DJs that was actually doing his shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like mine is like Jam Master Jay and Yella and a couple others, but
Right.
his turntablism was on a peak with this one and shit like that. I mean, it's always been good, but certain tracks here that definitely stood out on its own and whatnot
Right.
too. What else should I mention? What else should I mention? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and like one more thing, like this was part of like I think one of the first hip hop albums that was released from Jive Records too, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like the era. That was I think the era when like they were really trying to get into hip hop. Because before that, they were into like pop and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So who the Houdinis and the Steady B's and the Kumo D's,
Mm-hmm.
they definitely came into play and shit like that too. So
Right.
yeah, man. That being said, this is the album cover right here. Always fuck with this album cover and shit like that. I like how they have like a house and shit like that that they're holding. I love the gear that Will was rocking too. I mean,
Yep.
that was fresh for his time too.
Yep.
And then of course, every rapper had to have that one photo where they have to have the mouth open and shit back in the days and shit. So
Right.
yeah, man. OG pressing, man.
Yep.
All right, so let's get this shit started. This album has about 8 and 10 tracks, technically. All right. All right, we're gonna get into the first track, "Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble." Now, I didn't know there were two versions of this track, believe it or
Mm,
not,
right.
because the version that a lot of people are more famous with has like the video, and it has like it's more like clearer and everything like that. It's like more cleaner and shit like that too. But this version right here, I mean, how can I put this? It's like more has like a more some more darker tone. Like it's not the Will Smith people are used to. That's what I want to say and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I kind of like this version way better than the popular version that everyone's used to
Mm,
and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to pull up some lyrics right now. But yeah, of course, the song uses the I Dream of Genie, the I Dream of Genie theme song and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
that was a nice little touch, and that was like one of the few first times I want to say where theme songs were sampled in hip hop. Like, yeah, you had like the Dougie Fresh, the show where they threw in that Inspector Gadget
Mm,
sampling and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, I love the line where he said, "All of a sudden, she jumped out her seat, snatched me up my wrist, and took me out to the street. She started grabbing all over me, kissing and hugging. So I shoved her away and said, 'You better stop bugging.' She got mad, looked me dead in the face, threw her hands in the air, and yelled out, 'Rape.' Yeah." I got scared when she started to yell, so I handed her my wallet and ran like hell. That's not the getting jiggy with it, summertime Will Smith that people are used to.
right.
But and yeah, man, that's the thing about this album too. A lot of storytelling tracks were on this fucking project, so I fucked with it heavily. So
Yep.
one of my favorite tracks off this album to this day, still a banger.
Great track. Great way to start the album off. Classic. Record. And I grew up watching I Dream of Genie. I love that show, and he sampled it well on this. And you got Will basically telling guys, girls ain't nothing but trouble. Beware of them, and stay far and away from them. And he says, listen, homeboys, don't mean to burst your bubble, but girls of the world ain't nothing but trouble. So next time a girl gives you a play, just remember my rhymes and get the hell away. Classic lines from Will, and he was always charismatic, charismatic artist, and he let his personality shine on on tracks like this, and parents just don't understand, and a great record.
Yeah, very good record indeed, man. And it's kind of crazy because at first when I heard this track, I kind of thought it was corny because
Mm,
I heard the known version and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But then over the years, I came to appreciate the album version and shit like that too because when they re-released this album, I think in some version they replaced that the album, the OG version, with the known version and shit, which
Right.
I hate when they do stuff like that. But anyway, because I think with the Naughty by Nature, that when they dropped the second album, which the first album under the Naughty by Nature name,
Mm,
some versions had Uptown Anthem and
yep.
they re-released it
That was later.
a year later and stuff
Mm,
like that. I think they took it off or some shit, but
mm,
I hated that they did that stupid shit. But that's why I'm glad I got the OG version of that
right.
album and stuff. So
Right.
yeah, classic album by the way.
Mm,
Track number two, Just One of Those Days. To me, this was like his what Five Dogs, 8 Million Stories was to him. This was kind of like another version, but this was early. It was early. It's like an earlier version of 8 Million Stories. To be real with you, just Will Smith talking about him having him having like a bad day and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Very lyrical track. And I like the fact that you had like a lot of these lines going over 16 bars and shit like that too. It kind of reminds me of the LL Cool J track, the doo wop from
mm,
Bigger and Deffer, which ironically came in '87 too, and
mm.
LL Will Smith. Anyway, since everybody wants to have a versus between them and shit, um, yeah, man. Again, another banging ass track and shit like that. I love the drums on this track too.
Yeah, it was dope, and he sampled that putting on the Ritz track, I believe. He sampled that,
Yeah,
and again, another great storytelling track, and he talks about being in school and having detention because he grabbed a girl's butt in his class, and that didn't turn out right. Then he got up, he was getting up for work the next morning, and almost got fired. And you know then he had a car accident, and then after the car accident, he had a cop pull a gun on him, and he got sent to jail, and was a lot of stuff going on this song, and you know he was very detailed too. I like the fact that not only was he a underrated storyteller, but he was detailed in his storytelling.
Exactly.
And you know when you hear lines like, I stopped at the store for breakfast, for a breakfast snack, a tasty cake and orange juice and a bubble gum pack. That right there is already telling you what he had for breakfast: tasty cake, some orange juice, a bottle of orange juice, and some bubble gum. That's like an old '80s gum. And even he talked about what he wore, and he was all feeled out. He said, I combed my hair, then brushed my teeth, put on my feeler suit and my feeler sneaks, threw on my feeler underwear and my feeler hat. Then I ran down the stairs and kicked the feeler cat. Everything he wore was feeler, all feelered out. And
Yep.
a lot of cats, feeler was like one of the most popular sneaker companies back in the day. It wasn't just about Nike and
Adidas.
Reebok. Yeah, and Adidas. You had like I was a huge feeler fan. So
I had some
um,
feelings myself too.
yeah, I had a lot of different feeler hats and visors and stuff. So yeah, feeler. I still fuck with feeler. So he already told you what he was wearing, and then everything was detailed from the morning to when he went to jail, and I think it was a great track. Definitely one of the best on here.
Yeah, and it's crazy how you mentioned the detail when it comes to the Fresh Prince
Mm-hmm.
storytelling, because that's one of the most. And if there's one thing I can agree with Kumo D from the there's a guy in the Mike book, was that he is underrated when it comes to stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because as much as I love Slick Rick, and I'm a Slick Rick
Yeah.
diehard fan, sometimes some
Mm-hmm.
of his stories I get a little lost sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes, because when he changes his voice, which is again a dope thing, that was like his trademark.
Right.
You kind of get a little lost because sometimes he has to switch up his flow. Whereas like with Will Smith or Fresh Prince, whatever you want to call him and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
detailed and everything is fucking to the point. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I like how you mentioned that shit too.
See, he stopped doing that when he started using his real name. He stopped doing the storytelling.
I disagree because he still has some storytelling tracks like
You
Just
do?
Cruising. Just Cruising was one of them. Just the two of us.
Yeah, but
I
that
feel
was
like
that was more like what was going on with him and Jada though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like when he do a song like Then She Bit Me, or when he do a song like Parents Just Don't Understand. I'm talking about those songs. Like he stopped doing the songs like that.
oh, okay, I can see your point. I definitely see your point when it comes to that. But I kind of felt like he kind of stopped doing that a little bit with the Code Red album.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
A little bit,
Correct.
because that was like a little bit more braggadocio. But we'll get to
Mm-hmm.
that when we get to that.
Yeah.
Um, Next track we got. Oh man, this shit right here, Rock the House. If there's at least three songs I would pick as my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Girls Ain't Nothing
Same.
But Trouble,
Mm-hmm.
this one, and the next one I'm gonna save for later. But this one right here, Ready Roxy was a true star of this one, in my opinion. Like, I always like watching the early live performance of DJ Jazzy Jeff the Fresh Prince because of how energetic Will was, while at the same time, still like he still be able to like say all these big words
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. Way before ASAP Rock though. You know what I'm saying? Way before him, because
ASAP
everybody
Rocky.
want, yeah,
Which one?
the earlier, not the one with Rihanna,
Oh,
not the yeah. Not Rocky, the
okay.
original ASAP Rock and shit. But no, and I fuck with him. I fuck with ASAP Rock lyrically, but I hate how everyone acts like he's the only motherfucker that can do them big words and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
Rakim was doing shit like that too. Special ed. People
Mm-hmm.
forget about special ed too. Nigga was a fucking 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, we're not even gonna get into the intelligent hoodlum. We're
Mm-hmm.
not
And
even gonna
producing
get
his own stuff.
exactly cool.
Producing
Intelligent
his own
hoodlum was
stuff.
special ed,
Special ed.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Which that those reviews are long overdue as well
Yeah.
too. So um yeah man, and I loved how they incorporated the Sanford and Son theme song
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. Oh, yeah, Ronnie, you're right. I forgot Ice Cream Tea was the only guest appearance, the female
Mm.
rapper, which we'll
I
get
don't
into
know her.
that.
Is she? Did she change her name at any point?
No, she was actually a female. She was a female rapper from Philly that was down with DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. That was her first appearance on Wax, but then she dropped
Okay.
an album back in '89, which didn't sell. She didn't drop
Wow.
shit again.
I thought
Y'all know
that
how that
was. I thought that was maybe Sweet Tea that she just changed her name. I know. Change. I know Sweet Tea changed her name before.
is. It me or did she sound like Moni Love to you?
Ice Cream Tea.
Yeah.
She did sound a little bit like
Okay.
her. But Moni,
What the
you could tell
fuck?
Moni got the British accent, so you could. I know when it's Moni.
Yeah, because she still some tracks she did sound British. I'm like, hold up,
Right.
she can't be British. So I
Yeah.
had to look her up. Like,
Right.
but yeah, Rock the House. I love how they incorporated the Sanford and Son theme song, like, and then they beatbox backwards. And this was like one, and this is one of the reasons why I kind of personally feel like Ready Rock C is one of the most slept on beatboxes and shit.
Right.
And in my personal opinion, and this is gonna be my, I feel like if it was true that Will wanted a spotlight to himself, or he
Mm.
didn't feel like Ready Rock C fit with DJ Jazz Jeff and the Fresh Prince at that time, I can see where he's coming because the late '80s beatboxing was kind of going out of, I want to say going out of style and shit, because you still had the Bizzes and the Dougie Freshes, but it wasn't as popular as it once was,
Right.
like in the early to mid '80s, like the Fat Boys and
Mm-hmm.
all that shit. So
Right.
and it had a more of a bigger emphasis, on Jazzy Jeff's turntablism and shit too and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, this was probably like his best contribution with DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. So,
Right. Yeah. I thought it was a dope track, and they, beatboxing while Will is freestyling, and even at one point they were beatboxing to the Sanford and Son theme song, and that was dope, and yeah, it was a good track.
very good track indeed. Yeah, man. And I like how when certain '80s hip hop album they incorporate that one live track
Right.
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've always wanted to hear the studio version of that track if there
Right.
was one. So,
Right.
um, what's the next track? Taking it to the top. Shit. Now with the title like taking it to the top, I thought they were at least going to sample the "Keep Rising to the Top."
Mm-hmm.
That track right there, because everybody was on that track in the late '80s, early to mid '90s, and stuff like that. It's a smooth classic sample,
Right.
and so but they used the James Brown "Cold Sweat" song, which again that was a cool sample and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very dope track. I like it. It's pretty much him and his braggadocio steez and stuff like that too. So again, very dope track. I love it.
This is when in the '80s era, when the MC gave a lot of props to the DJ, because the DJ was the most important part of any event and party, and didn't get the attention like the MCs in the group. And I think Will did a great job always of saluting Jazzy Jeff, and this is one of those songs where you're giving credit to his DJ, and it had a dope beat, nice horn sample arrangement. You got Will saying, "I hate to really brag about him, but when people doubt him, I have to stand up and tell the whole world all about him. United we stand, divided we fall, is the motto of our crew, and it's honored by all of us." Some dope lines, and again, Jazzy Jeff he knew his position. He was a DJ, and Will was the rapper, and and they played off each other like that, and they were a great group.
Exactly, man. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. And it's just a testament to why they're still together or still cool with one another in the first place and shit too. Because
Mm.
you think about a lot of the other DJ rapper duos or whatever, and you always say, "Oh well, he didn't really DJ shit. He didn't really DJ that shit and stuff like that." You never heard that with Jam Master Jay
Right.
or
Exactly.
Jazzy Jeff, Mo Love, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
Eric B, that's a whole different story. Cause I've heard people say sometimes Rakim did some of the DJing. So I heard people say it's a lot of different people
I don't
when it
believe
comes to
that. I don't believe that.
you don't believe what.
I don't believe if Rakim was the DJ was scratching.
I don't believe that either. But I've heard a lot of people, like even with Cool G or DJ Polo, people say Dr. Butcher was the one doing the cuts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, cause sometimes these
What?
DJs were like the promoters and stuff like that. They just took the name of being the DJ.
Hey, Rakim could have went solo in the '80s if he wanted to. He still would have been one of the best to me. So,
Well, originally, Freddie Fox was supposed to have been
mhm,
taking Rakim's place,
right.
but
But
he didn't.
they wouldn't have been as popular though. Freddie Fox is good, but he ain't Rakim.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I love Bumpy Knuckles Freddie Fox. I love that nigga, but Rakim, no one's touching him.
Nah.
Nobody. Shit. And that's why part of me don't even think he, he like D'Angelo. I feel like he can't be touching the verses and
Oh
shit.
boy,
Yeah,
here we go.
I said it. I said it. I said it. I mean, Kane.
Maxwell, Maxwell,
Oh,
Maxwell.
well, Maxwell. Well, I didn't see Maxwell with D'Angelo, so I mean,
Yeah, he should have been there. It should have been Maxwell and D'Angelo because he would have beaten him. Maxwell definitely
I
got
don't
heat
know.
for him.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I
I
don't
need to see
know.
D'Angelo in a rematch. Then I need to see him over, like battling somebody. Not no celebration for you. You want to see him battling somebody.
I
If not
don't know.
Maxwell,
He's
then
like
Raphael
the
Sadiq and
second
D'Angelo. Cut.
coming.
I think both of them could take him.
I love Raphael. I don't know, man.
All he got to do, he don't even got to play nothing in his solo stuff. Anything from 2020 Tony's albums. Anniversary
Yeah.
versus How Do You Feel? Which one is the better ballad?
How does it feel?
Nope. Anniversary.
Yes.
I'm taking Anniversary. I
Yes.
love it.
I mean, I love anniversary. I love
That
Tony,
might
Tony,
be
Tony.
top 10 ballad all time.
But I would say like send it on against
Sending On was
anniversary.
great. No, I
Yeah,
think
because
Sending On would lose though.
how does it feel? That's more like a bedroom ballad compared to anniversary is more like a
Anniversary is a bedroom ballad. That's for couples.
yeah, yeah, but I get dinner time. See, lay your head on my pillow. That's more bedroom than anniversary. Hell,
That one
what's that
too.
one song? Sweet wine or whatever that one shit was called from the Sons of Soul.
I know you're talking about. Slow
Yeah,
Wine. Slow
slow
Wine.
wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho,
Slow
ho.
Wine was great too.
Ho, ho,
That was great
ho.
too. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I
They
mean
got a
Maxwell
couple. They got
Raphael,
a couple.
maybe, but see, D'Angelo is just a premier artist. He's just I put him in a high regard.
D'Angelo versus Smokey Robinson. Who winning that?
Okay, now you're going, boy. Now you capping. Now you go. Now you just
Hey,
reaching.
if he's the GOAT,
Oh,
if he's the GOAT, put him up against, let's
oh.
put him up against Smokey and
Okay,
Stevie and R. Kelly. Who's winning that? Who's winning that?
Smokey William Smokey Robinson. Ooh, okay. I would put Smokey against Stevie.
Okay.
Let's
Who's
do
going up against D'Angelo?
nobody.
What?
Nobody.
R. Kelly definitely would beat
Well,
D'Angelo.
well, R.
Raphael
Kelly's in
Sadiq would be,
prison. Well, R. Kelly's in prison now, so
if he
okay.
was out. If he was out.
I mean, you could say. I mean, R. Kells. I can't go wrong with Kells, but D'Angelo and R. Kelly is like apples and oranges.
That's what we want. He don't need to be the exact same artist. We want somebody to battle him. R. Kelly, Stevie Wonder, Smokey, Raphael Sadiq, Maxwell. I think all five of them. Sade could definitely take him.
but no one can
That's
really
six
take
artists right there. Sade can definitely beat D'Angelo.
D'Angelo would have
No,
wiped the floor with
no,
music so child.
no,
He would
not
have wiped
music.
the
Sade,
floor.
Sade, Sade. No, not music. Music, I love music, but he ain't on D'Angelo level like that.
Hell no.
Nah, he got like maybe two great albums, if that.
None to me.
No, he got good some good albums. His first album was great, and I love his second one.
Oh, Ronnie, till last summer. That might be my favorite 2020 song next to Never Rains in Southern California.
Yes, exactly. R. Kelly could do a verses from the shower in prison and still win.
That
You
would
know what I'm
be epic.
saying? Yes, it would. Who wouldn't tune into that? To see R. Kelly from prison beat somebody in verses, I would watch that shit.
They gotta have maximum security or some shit like that. You know what I'm
For what?
saying?
For what? Just put him in the cell by himself with his instruments or whatever. You know, you don't need no
Yeah,
maximum security for that. What they gonna do? Kill him behind bars? Come on, man.
shit.
I put R. Kelly against anybody in R&B.
Mm.
You know, but that's the real king of R&B, not the Jaquise or whatever the fuck his name is, or Bobby Brown. You know,
Bobby Brown, the king of R&B.
nah.
This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. All right. Let's get back to Will Smith. So we are at the magnificent Jazzy Jeff. Another one of my favorite DJ cuts. This one, this was a rare DJ cut because he actually had Will Smith rapping and stuff like that too and stuff. So, this was definitely a very dope shit right here. I love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna pull up some lyrics and stuff.
I thought it was good. Nice beat, nice scratches by Jazzy Jeff. Um, Will saying, if you want to battle, you'd best bring a shovel, my man, so you can dig your grave, because there's no way you could ever be saved. It was a dope track. I like it.
Definitely dope track and shit. I love the line where he says, "He's like a runaway tank, a hip hop rebel, and if you want to battle, you best bring a shovel, my man, so you dig your grave, cause there's no way that you could ever be saved." You know, simple, yes, but I like the way he was flowing on there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
just rocking again. That was a pretty dope track. You could definitely see the LL Cool J influence on that track, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, very cool track indeed.
Yeah, it was dope. Will saying, my response to my mother when she starts knocking, like, come on, ma, I'm just rocking. And I definitely understand that because when I would be bumping my music loud when I was a teenager, my mom would knock on the door, knock on the wall, like, it's
Turn
too
that
loud.
music down. Yeah,
It's too
yep,
loud.
yep.
You're shaking the house. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely a crazy track right there. All right, let's get this shit over with. Guys ain't nothing but trouble, featuring Ice Cream Tea. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I feel like it was pretty groundbreaking at the time to have a response track on the same LP as like the original album. You know what I'm saying? Because when the Showstopper, it kind of reminds me of when Salt and Pepper did the Showstopper
Right.
that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not as hardcore as Roxanne's Revenge, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you're
Right.
still dealing with DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. So them saying the word hell or punching girls in the eye is
Mm.
pretty much the closest you'll get to hardcore on this album and shit like that. So,
Right. Right.
but when I think of the song itself, I feel like Will Smith pretty much saved the day.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. Because yeah, Ice Cream Tea, there were kind of some times where she kind of sound corny. Like,
Mm.
and I know it was 80s hip hop, and it's you had at least that one corny track, Cough Cough, Something to Dance To by NWA and shit,
I
but
like that song. It just it didn't fit the album though.
it eh,
You know.
give that to Arabian Prince. That's all I
Right.
can say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And spoiler alert, there'll be a list some corny shit from Easy Does It too. So that's how I got it. Even though So I'm gonna say my thoughts on that one. That's all I gotta say. But
I
yeah,
mean, yeah. Right.
oh, go ahead, go ahead, you go ahead.
Now I was saying like, um, I think, I think, like I'm looking at the record like from Will's perspective, like yo, you probably do need a woman's version so that you don't get that backlash from the women at that time. So I
Yeah,
think that's why they had it. And I wouldn't have picked. I don't even know this ice cream tea chick. I would have picked somebody more well known at that
change the
time.
name.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is before Latifah came out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they could have had real Roxanne or Roxanne Shante or even Lisa could have did it. You know what I'm saying? Like she was known with full force at that time, and you know what I mean. They could have picked somebody else to do it. I wanted to pick this ice cream tea, but they have the women's version for the women, and because the women naturally, like I could definitely see Salt and Pepper would have did this if they were out at that time. They would have definitely did something like this because they were like big on women empowerment and women's rights, and they've collaborated with Kid and Play in the past when it came to topics like that, and I think they definitely would have been perfect for this track. But I don't think they were out here with their first album though when this came out. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah, they
uh,
came out.
they were out at this time.
Yeah, Hot Cool Vicious came out '86.
Okay, yeah. So he could have had Salt and Pepper on here, and I think that would have been much better. They should have had like a remix or something for that. And then like you got Ice Cream Tea talking about when she went the Fresh Prince on her started talking, and then when she went to his house, she saw like a big mouse in his in his crib, and she broke her heels, and her briefcase was missing in his crib, and all kind of stuff was going on. Jazzy Jeff was acting like he was a pimp, and
Yeah,
he grabbed her butt and he called her a bitch, and you know it was like all kind of like crazy hijinks going on this song. So
this is a whole episode of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, low
right,
key.
totally different from the other version from the guys version. So
For real though. And when I look at this song, it reminds me of when Ice Cube did the legendary "It's a Man's World" with Yo Yo
uh
and stuff like that. And Yo Yo was just toe to toe with Cube. You know what I'm
uh
saying? And I feel like with this song right here, they try to offer too much for the female's perspective and stuff like that. Like, you
yeah,
arrogant conceited, you're stuck on yourself. You're
right.
bragging nearly every time you open your mouth. You think you get the woman's like. It was just that weird ass voice
Yep.
she was doing too. It sounded like Rockwell trying to rap. Y'all remember Rockwell, right?
Oh God, did you see the Root did something on him recently?
Yeah, I saw some shit like that. Yeah,
Crazy. I didn't know he was Barry Gordy's son.
yeah. He didn't want to get be known because he didn't want
Right.
people bragging over him
He
about that
was
and
he
shit.
was awful, yo. I don't blame his pops for not giving him a record deal. He was terrible.
Michael Jackson saved that song and
Yeah.
shit.
Michael made that song a platinum selling hit. That's all
Yeah,
Michael.
man.
And Michael wasn't even in the video.
Nah. But yeah, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you go to the next track. I'm gonna get my
Yeah.
food out of the oven and shit.
All right, we got track 8 is a touch of jazz. It's an instrumental track which is also a touch of jazz. Jazzy Jeff production company is named after, and he's done stuff for Musique Soul Child and Joe Scott and who else? Many different R&B artists from Philly, and really a nice beat, nice scratching on it. I enjoy it. Yeah, I saw the Apollonia interview on Vlad. That was Apollonia looked like crap too. Like she had a facelift, yo. She definitely her age is definitely showing. Yeah, grow. Yeah, that's the sample I was thinking of. The Grover Washington Jr. Mr. Man. I think he used that same sample for Brand New Funk later on. Yeah, Raheem Devon. That's all. He also worked with him. A lot of the neo soul R&B artists he worked with in the 2000s. R. Kelly and Usher definitely. Usher's probably the only one that could give R. Kelly a run for his money. Like as far as like '90s R&B, I definitely think Usher could definitely make that versus close.
All right, y'all talk about a touch of jazz, right?
Yeah.
My favorite track off this album.
Mhm.
Well, one of my, but this if I had to pick one, it'll be this one. Um, Very dope instrumental from Jazzy Jeff. Definitely used a lot of samples at
Mhm.
that time that was very obscure. You
Right.
know, everything from that Bobby Humphrey sample. Love that usage of that Marvin Gaye sample from the Trouble Man album
Mhm.
and stuff, which is an album I do need to talk about one day and shit too. So, which I forgot I never talked about Trouble Man.
Right.
Very dope, smooth. Next to DJ Premier and Deep Concentration, this might be my favorite DJ track ever.
Mm. Yeah, it was great. Dope instrumental.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Like
Then
probably jazz. Go
then
ahead.
he used that sample for Brand New Funk, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Track number 9. Don't even try it. And again, another very good track. Again, ooh, this one right here, man, was just another good one. This one is pretty much here's another way of saying, "Look at me now." Kind of reminds me of Vapors from Biz
Mhm.
Markie and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was pretty much telling a story about how he was trying to shop his demo and sell his single, which was the "Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble" track
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And they laughed at him at first, but then when he got the attention, which I forgot to mention, Russell Simmons was instrumental on getting them a deal at Jive Records too. So
Mhm.
when they got the attention of them, they loved it so much. And then the motherfuckers that laughed at him, they when they think he's a superstar, they say, "Hey, please come back. We love
Right.
you." But now he's like, "Nah, fuck that and
Right.
shit." But Jive wasn't really paying a lot of the artists like that. But we'll keep that on the low right now and shit. But yeah, man. This was definitely a very, very dope trip. Very underrated too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah, it was cool. It was a nice little track. He talked about this chick named Teresa that was ignoring him and playing him, and then once his record hit the radio, she was all over him, and you know, it was a nice record.
very nice record indeed. And the last track is just like special announcement, which I think was just like a thanks and stuff like that.
Right.
Nothing to it really.
Yeah. They're just thanking the fans, for picking up the album.
Right. And that's it. Overall, I am not gonna lie. This is actually a very good album. Um, this is you can pretty much call it an arguable classic. I don't know how the hip hop fans rate this album and shit like that too, because when it comes to them, people love like the he's a DJ, I'm the rapper,
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Or you'll probably occasionally hear home base, but only because they want to mention summertime and shit. But I know there's people that like this album, but I don't know if people will call it a classic or not. Um, this was probably one of his most lyrical albums and shit, in my opinion. Like I love that early sound that they had too. Like I mentioned before, I've always felt like they were the best when it came to like the whole pop rap, if you want to call it that, the whole family friendly rap next to Kid and Play, to say the least. But this album right here, if you want to get introduced to him, I would honestly say listen to He's a DJ, I'm the Rapper, honestly,
Hmm.
because this one, he was kind of he was on his like street tip with this one and shit like that. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like this was would you call this like a street album or some shit?
A street album?
Not like him like criminal minded street, but like in terms of production and like the style, like when he was this like the style of this album and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. It's a rap album. I don't want to call it street. I don't think he ever had any street album. You know,
Code Red.
no, no,
Boom, boom, shit.
no.
I mean, let me. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna, to put it bluntly. It was more mature than like the popular ones. Like in a weird way. Let me like if you're expecting the parents just don't understand. If you're expecting like the family friendly rap, then you will get it, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really on his lyrical tip with this one and shit. So it was more like a battle rap. That's what I meant to say. Like more battle rap, braggadocio
Mm.
and shit too. So I would definitely give this a 4.5 out of 5 because I feel like that guy's ain't nothing but trouble track that could heavily been left off and shit. I want to say this album is out of print, so if you can find it, it's kind of hard to come by and shit like that. They'll mostly have the reissue. It's probably the most accessible one and shit. So Rock the House, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and Fresh Prince.
Yeah, I thought it was dope. Nice 80s production and storytelling by Will. And I liked girls ain't nothing but trouble and just one of them days, a touch of jazz. 4.5 for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. Definitely cannot wait to talk about the magnum opus, the He's a DJ on the Rap. I can't wait to talk about that one and shit.
That ain't even my favorite one.
Well, that's everyone's favorite one. That's why I meant to say because
I prefer the one after in home base. The
I might
and in
have
this
to
corner.
I might have to re-listen in this corner because, like I said, I like it,
Mm,
but I've always considered that to be my least favorite. But maybe
right.
that might change, because a lot of people don't know that was actually the first double album in hip hop too. He's
Mm,
the DJ of the rapper, not the double
right.
CD. That was when All Eyes on Me came
See,
out.
but when I heard the cassette, it wasn't a double. It was just all on one cassette.
Yeah, it was only double for the vinyl.
Man,
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to get the CD version because they cut some shit out. I think they shortened some songs out too and
the
shit too.
the special announcement is not on there.
My point exactly.
It's only on the vinyl. I don't understand why they did that.
Cause
Don't
like
make no sense to me.
they did that a lot with certain albums, like Walking with the Panthers, another perfect example and shit.
Right.
Yeah, man. Ronnie said he's a DJ. I'm the Rapper's my favorite album. That's what's up. But one thing I would say about ending this corner, the
Mm,
production was tight on that album. I do like the
yeah,
production.
it was. Yep.
It's just that they never. It's like anything I can really enjoy from them and shit.
Right.
Compared to like a lot of the hip hop groups, people make a big deal out of, but they only had like 2 or 3 good albums and shit. But okay.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Favorite song by the Fat Boys? Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Fat
Fat Bo-
Boys.
Fat Boys are back. Now
Yes.
I like a couple of Fat Boys are back. Yeah, that song you just mentioned.
Bro,
A
I
couple
need
of
that.
them.
I need that fucking one.
Yeah.
But low key, guess what's finally on sale on eBay and shit?
What's that?
The first source issue with Jay-Z on the cover.
I don't even remember that issue.
Oh man. Some nigga from the United Kingdom is selling. I'm trying to get that shit
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Word.
Jay-Z dressed up in all black and shit. He's doing like some weird. Super Spice Smile or some shit like that. Favorite member of the Fat Boys? Buffy.
Cool Rock. He's dope.
Hmm.
It used to be Prince Marky D, you know what I'm saying? But I never spoke to Prince. I spoke to Cool Rock, so now it's Cool Rock.
Shit. Shit. I wonder why the hip hop community hate on Will Smith. I don't think they hate on Will Smith. It's just people want to think that just because you don't curse on your record, you're corny or some shit. So
Well, Will Smith is a sign of success before Jay and anybody else, and I think that's probably what it is. Like he made it in rap, and then he went to Hollywood, and he made it in Hollywood. You know, people aspire to be like that.
I just feel like it's refreshing to talk about something other than Jada for once.
Well, y'all want to talk about Jada? I could care less about. I don't care to
I, I don't.
talk
I,
about him like that.
I don't care to talk about her either. I'm just saying, like, all I'm just saying is like, for the hip hop side of things, I feel like we should just put some, like what Birdman said, put some respect.
So you want to put respect on Birdman too?
I think you're going a bit too far.
Hmm.
But yeah, see, I'm looking at the fucking Wikipedia right now for the track list. And he's the DJ, I'm the rapper,
Mm.
and they said Nightmare on My Street, As We Go, DJ on the Wheels, and the final four songs are in edited form. Another special announcement is omitted. On the German edition, they omitted Jazzy's in the House and Human Video Game and shit like that.
So you're better off just getting the album on cassette, basically,
Or just the OG version on vinyl and
right?
shit.
Yeah, because I don't know what the hell they doing with that album.
Cause I was lucky as hell when I saw that shit. And
Right.
it's like they had this on the vinyl store, like
Mm.
since it opened.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what, $20, man, that's a bit too much for that album.
Right.
And then I kept asking myself I was gonna buy it off Amazon and shit like that, but then I kept getting it. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just get it.
Right.
I'll just get it because I was only gonna get it when it was only on vinyl. So I was gonna get the whole CD shit. This shit's dead.
Favorite song by Houdini?
Ooh, One Love.
Uh, 5 Minutes of Funk.
Nobody talks about Funky Beat
Yeah.
though. That's my shit.
Funky Beat is great. Yeah, definitely.
That beat alone, man, it don't even sound like it was made in '86 and shit. That don don
Right.
don 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 don,
Right.
bow, extra extra, read all about it. Houdini's about to drop another one. Every time you hear that shit, you just want to start dancing and shit.
Yes.
I'm surprised no rapper ever like sample. And I actually scratched that. I'm grateful nobody has ever sampled or redid that shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Because out of they always redo One Love,
Mm-hmm.
Freaks Come Out at Night. They always want to drop those, but Funky Beat, leave that the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, like I don't want to hear Drake redoing that shit.
God.
Like
No.
Funky Beat.
No. 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 Drake been making an R&B song. You
I don't
know.
want to hear Bruno Mars redoing that shit. I love Bruno,
No.
but nah,
No.
nah. And then even the video with Malcolm Jamal Warner dancing and having a good time and shit.
Yeah. I think Malcolm directed it, right? He directed the video.
Maybe I think so. Maybe
Yeah.
because I think this was, if not, it was way before he started directing and
Yeah.
shit. Them Cosby kids, man, they came out to be good directors.
Yeah. Favorite member of 3 6 Mafia?
Ooh,
Uh, Juicy J.
shit. Either Juicy or Lord Infamous. But then sometimes I also want to say fucking Gangsta Boo, man. Like
Gangsta Boy.
they were just a southern equivalent to Wu Tang. I'm gonna be real.
Oh boy. Wu Tang is
What?
unstoppable. You hear me?
I'm saying. I'm not saying they like Wu Tang, but I'm just saying like
Nope.
what the South they looked at 3 6 like how
No.
Wu Tang was and
Yeah, the South is crazy. Then yeah, sorry,
shit.
y'all are bugging. Stop sipping that lean. You know.
Stop.
Yeah, I mean,
I just wish that money issues and drugs would not have played a part and all that shit. You know, I need to leave Crunchy back black alone and shit. Crunchy the realest.
hey,
Crunchy best rapper alive. Let me stop. So yeah, Raekwon is doing an interview in Black TV and shit.
is he
Yeah,
talking about what?
you know, talking about his life
Oh,
and shit.
oh.
I still have not seen the Apollonia interview yet, so
Yeah, she was talking about a lot of shit on there. She was
I
dating David
saw.
Lee Roth. You heard about that?
Yeah, I've been over that.
She was dating him, and
It's like I saw the headlines. Nothing really
right.
excited me and shit like that. You
She
know what I'm
she
saying?
basically said that it was like it was just a booty call for them. They wasn't with each other like that.
Yeah, yeah. They were
I'm
just
like,
close
yeah,
friends and shit.
right. He
Give me
was
the
always
Sheila E interview. Like, give me that.
yeah,
Oh, the Andre Simone. Give me.
right.
Come on, Vlad. You're slipping, man. Like, come on, Vlad.
You know,
Smart enough, Vlad. Like, this is why I like Art of Dialogue more and shit.
right.
Like,
She talked about when they were filming Purple Rain and all that, and
yeah, I know
she
he
fell off the
almost cried.
bike.
Yeah.
It's funny.
But there's one story I'm kind of iffy about, and it
Prince
was when
slept with everybody. Of course, she gonna deny it. He slept with everybody.
I don't believe he slept with her.
You don't think he slept with Apollonia?
Nah,
What? This is Prince we talking about.
nah.
This nigga slept with Kim Basinger in the studio with a jar of honey. You don't think he slept with Apollonia?
I don't know. I mean, I don't believe it because
I
he was
believe
messing with
it.
Sheila.
No, he slept with any female that even mentioned him or that was working with him. Carmen Electra, he slept with her. Okay,
Well, everybody slept with Carmen.
the, the chick from the Bengals, Susanna, whatever her name is. Um,
He loved them Susannas, I tell you.
yeah, he slept with everybody. Sheila E, Vanity, come on now,
He proposed to Sheila E on stage. And
right? And she said no, right?
I think she said yes, but then he took it back or some shit. I
He t-
don't know.
what? He took it
I
back.
heard I had some stories,
Oh man.
but give me the Sheila E. I'm waiting on that one, man. Like,
Yeah, but I don't think Sheila E gonna delve into her personal life like that about Prince.
of course. Who's next, Jerome? Like, I swear, if Vlad pulls out a Jerome interview, I'll be dead.
Prince slept with everybody, known to gay, everybody. I wouldn't be surprised if Moni Love said she slept with Prince. So
Yo, what is up with you and Moni Love and Prince? What is up with that sex fantasy and shit? Because you keep mentioning that. You keep
hey, cause he worked with Moni Love, and a lot of people don't know that he worked with Moni Love. He worked with Moni Love too. I'm like, yo, he slept with Moni Love.
So what? Stevie Wonder worked with Diana Ross and shit. Do you think Stevie slept with
Yeah,
Diana?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. You know what?
Stevie, how many kids Stevie got? Yeah. How many Diana got? Yeah. I definitely think they got it in.
So do you feel like Rick James slept with all the Mary Jane girls?
Yes, definitely. Rick James had Vanity before Prince.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, Rick James slept with a lot of women. You know, Mr. Super Freak himself. Yes, he probably had the same. Besides Vanity, he probably had Apollonia too. She talked about Rick James. Rick James tried to recruit her for the Mary Jane girls.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't think she had a piece of Rick James? He was doing that to get back at Prince.
That whole beef was just funny as hell.
Yeah, Prince and Rick, Prince and Michael. Damn, he didn't like nobody, huh?
I feel like the Prince of Michael was overblown by a
You think that
lot
was
of people.
overblown? She said
Uh
she remember that too. She remember being there. Seeing the Prince and Michael thing on stage.
Like the whole James Brown when
Right.
that
I
was
believe
funny as
that.
fuck. When Prince did that fucking yell like ah,
Crazy.
then he fell in the crowd. Y'all remember the song "I Don't Mind" by Usher and Juicy J? Yeah,
Nope. I don't remember that. What album that's from?
one of those trash y'all.
Oh Lord. Don't remember. That's why I don't remember it.
Yo, let me talk to you. Let me
Save the
tell
Last
you.
Dance. That is definitely overrated.
I hate all them dance movies.
And then they made like the parody films based on that.
The parody films, they were funny as hell. Like I
Back
like the
then.
one with the Wayans did. That was funny,
Yeah.
but they got old really quick.
Right.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stay on for like 10 minutes and shit. I'm letting my food chill for me.
Country Black can rap? I barely saw Country Black at the verses. He was mad dark. He had a hoodie. He had a hoodie on. I could barely see him. He was like it was like watching Flavor Flav on stage.
At least Flavor Flav moves around so you can actually see his ass and shit.
I think that's why Country had the hoodie on. Montel Williams dated Kamala. Who the fuck is Kamala? Kamala the
Kamala
wrestler?
Harris. No,
Oh,
Kamala the first lady.
Montel Williams, the bald headed dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm about to say only Kamala I know is a wrestler.
That's parody movie. Airplane.
Scary, scary movie. That shit was
Trash.
hilarious. You didn't like scary movie?
I only like the first
Oh,
one, but barely.
barely. That the first one was the best one.
It was the best one. That's why I said barely. I only watch when I'm bored. Overrated. I hated Scary Movie 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's
I
funny.
hated. I hated all them niggas. Favorite Cash Money album?
Carter 3.
Chopper City in the Ghetto. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Yep, they dated.
Hmm, that's crazy. Why she stopped dating him?
That's a good question.
I thought he was married though. This is before the marriage?
I don't even know. To be real with you, don't get me
Hmm.
lying. To be real with you,
Turk? Nah, I didn't fuck with Turk. That crackhead? I wasn't into him. He probably still on crack.
he did a recent interview for Vlad. So,
Did he? Was he on crack then? The forgotten member of the Hot Boys?
uh, I wasn't even a big Hot Boys fan. I like them better solo on some real shit.
Right.
But my favorites were BG and Juvie. And he said 90 more try.
Oh, he's not? Oh. 8 Ball and MJG, yeah, they dope.
So book two yet the episode
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
that shit had me bugging.
I thought he can't. What did he? Montel come out and said he was gay? He never came out and said that.
Not to
I
my
thought he came
knowledge.
out and said this is the same Montel Williams with the talk show. I thought he came out and said he was gay.
Oh yeah, you mean yeah, Montel Williams? Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
hmm
Yeah, that's who we talking about, right?
yeah.
So when the hell did he date Kamala Harris? This was before he was gay.
I never knew he was gay.
Like he came out like years ago and said he was gay.
Shit. Well,
Maybe he's just bisexual, I guess. He was talking about he had sex with in prison, but he didn't say if it was with men or women. I didn't know that.
what? Oh,
we
son,
talking?
what you
Are
even
we talk?
saying?
Are we talking about Monta Williams or somebody else?
I think he's talking about Turk.
Oh, Turk. I don't follow Turks. I don't know.
So what you even saying?
Oh, man.
I'm
Favorite
so tired
album?
of all these. I'm tired of all these fucking Pikachu, man.
Favorite album from eight? I don't have a favorite album from them.
On top of the world.
Crush Groove movie or Beach Street? Crush Groove.
Crush Groove. Space Age Pimpin'. That's my fucking shit from 8 Ball MJG.
No, no More Glory. I think that's an underrated solo album from MJG.
I never actually heard it solo
Yes,
album, believe it or
that
not.
was dope. That was dope. Wildstar was okay. It wasn't great to me. It was
I
alright.
loved Wild Style. That was raw and gritty and shit. Bitch ass shit, man. Like that's like on some porn stuff.
I don't know what we talk about. I don't know what we're talking about here. Yeah, No More Glory. Yeah, when we actually get the physical copy, I have none of the albums. I had the Bad Boy album, but I didn't like that shit. That was bad.
No pun intended.
Yeah, they won the right label. Bad Boy. It was bad, and boy, it was bad.
You'll be a boy on that level. You know what?
Music, Soul Child, Just Friends, or Ascension.
Ascension.
Great. They playing that in a commercial right now too. I think Lost was the double album, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is more bullshit, yo. I remember that one hip hop documentary, Rhyme and Reason.
Yeah,
You
great,
know,
great documentary.
that's on Netflix and shit.
Is it? They put on Netflix finally. You know they're gonna take it off at some point.
That's actually been on Netflix for months now. I just keep forgetting to watch it.
Yeah, he has like cornrows and then he has an afro. Like he has cornrows in this video, the new video, and then like he took it out at the Soul Train Awards.
Ooh.
Maxwell.
Oh.
He grew his hair out again. He has like the afro and the cornrows.
Wonder why you haven't seen him in a while.
He been making this damn album. He been waiting for. You know, he got his masters back finally. So, what do you think about Gerardo? Gerardo is trash. I don't listen to one hit wonders.
The Rico Suave dude?
Yeah,
Didn't he become like a Christian rapper after that shit?
he did. I don't know.
Rico. I'm not going. That beat was fire though.
You like that shit? No.
I like the beat.
You like the beat?
The beat was fire.
Would you rap on that beat?
No, I just said the beat was fire. I won't rap on that shit.
I never
Shit.
saw the Drink Champs with Puff. Not a fan of Ricky Martin. Summertime Classic record.
Overrated. Sam, I'm playing with you. I like that shit. That shit.
$1 million worth of game. What is that? Is that a game show or something?
Mm.
Probably some hood shit. What is that, knee boy? I'm done watching hood shit. So if it's hood shit, I don't care to watch it. It has to be good hood shit, not shit that we gonna find on Tubi, the Tubi app. They got a lot of garbage hood shit on there.
Yo, that would be funny as fuck.
What? What? Didn't we review that Griselda hood movie? That shit was
Oh, that
bad.
was
Oh
trash.
my god! And they making a part two. I hope
Hey
they don't make no
yo,
sequel there. Please don't make no sequel for that West Side. That shit was
hey
garbage.
yo.
You gotta stop with these hood films, man.
Not cool no more.
Geely and Wallow podcast. I never heard of them.
Geely,
Gilly and Wallow. Gilly the kid. I don't watch his shit.
he's trash.
Ice Cube, we be clubbing or getting jiggy with it. Definitely
Getting
getting
jiggy
jiggy
with
with it
it.
for me. I don't like we be clubbing.
We be clubbing.
No, that's bad.
Hey yay.
Conflicted. I was at that shit. Terrible. You wasted money with that film.
I didn't know what did y'all. I was like, yeah, y'all
Mm, yeah,
y'all think y'all too hot now and shit like that. That's
for
what it
real,
is.
eh?
Y'all
No,
think y'all too hot.
that's bad.
I can't. Y'all know y'all niggas can't act and shit.
No, no. Favorite character from Boy Meets World? Uh, the main character. What was his name again?
Corey.
Corey. Yeah, him. Fred Savage.
Um,
Fred Savage brother.
probably Sean. When this boy meets girl. I think it was that girl though. Let me stop.
Topanga.
Get a girlfriend.
Yeah. George Jefferson or James Evans? I like
James
George.
Evans.
George is hilarious.
James was that dude.
Yes, I just said Topanga Sam. What is wrong with y'all? Like, do y'all hear me when I'm speaking on here or what?
Oh,
I said I
shit.
like. I said I fuck with Topanga. Fat no, I don't like that movie. Matt 10 and Fat Joe, that was terrible. Another
That
trashy
shit was
reference.
funny.
You like that film?
It was so bad it's good. That's one of those
No,
movies.
no.
This ain't no Flintstones. This ain't no
Don't like that film.
fuck you doing? Damage, nigga.
Favorite movie from Regina King? Uh, I like her in the new the Western film How Do They Fall. That
Because
was good.
Beagle Street can talk.
Liked her in that. Enemy of the State. Even though she had like a small role in that film, she did a lot of good stuff. Watchmen. She was good on the Watchmen show that they canceled.
Why am I not surprised?
HBO again, canceling the good black stuff.
They want to profit off black culture.
Yeah,
Sips too.
exactly. They canceled Watchmen. They canceled Lovecraft Country. I don't understand that.
Sips too.
Who was better, Topanga or Jasmine Guy?
Yeah.
Jasmine Guy was fine, but
I mean, in comparison, Jasmine Guy, but I didn't even think Jasmine Guy was like a dime like that.
right. She was okay. She beatable.
To be honest, I feel like the sexiest one in the whole fucking show was Kim.
I like the nerdy chick. What was her name? The one with the glasses?
Billy.
No. What was her name? Cree Summer? That her name. That
Oh,
chick.
Freddie.
Freddie, yeah. I like her.
Oh, give me
She was good.
Jaleesa too. Fuck.
And yeah, Jada was good back then too.
Every time I just hear Jada think it's
Yeah,
really, I
I
just
just look at her differently now. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
like
Yeah, can you imagine if I had met her now? I would have looked at her with a side eye now compared to '06. Like she's gorgeous in person, but I just look at her differently now.
how funny y'all be killing me with this shit.
Yeah, I like Insecure. I watch Insecure.
Uh,
Reg can't stand this Issa Rae.
yeah, I can't stand
And
that.
I do see your point because I don't like that little that I don't like that woe is me thing that she's doing with that character.
Yeah, it's like, girl, you put yourself in these
Right.
situations, like,
But
and
I
then
think that's the whole point of the show though.
I don't give a fuck. Like, compare compare her character to like Joan from Girlfriends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, compare that. It's just like,
Mm. It works for her. I think like you'll be screaming at the screen like, yo, why didn't you do this instead? Why are you chasing down this nigga that don't want you and shit? You know. But it's the last season anyway, so they getting rid of that show also.
well, certain things need to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the worst movie you ever saw? A lot. Too many to name. Jada just Jada.
You think she'll ever get a movie again?
Yeah, she'll definitely act. She definitely acting. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still acting. It's just I think people are gonna look at her differently because of this whole thing, and they made it public. And then that I think that whole red table convo with Will was a mistake. They should have never did that because it makes him look like a damn fool for even like doing for even talking about it, and then like he acting like he didn't know all this stuff was going on. Like you married a woman that wanted open marriage from the beginning. So who like you're the fool from for even marrying her. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you agreed to that, so it's like he really thought that wasn't gonna happen.
Killing me.
You know, I just think for his publicist, I think his publicist should have never allowed him to do that. Better Jazzy Jeff or Premier, better DJ. Premier,
Ooh, premiere.
50 Shades of Black, right? That's exactly what she might as well do a sex tape now. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know.
I just want to see the old girl's titties at this point and
Why
shit.
not? Why not? She's been naked before, so you know she it's nothing shocking no more. Do you like techno music? You a fan of techno music?
No,
No. Would you see
too.
Teddy Pendergrass back in the day? Yeah, I would have saw Teddy. Definitely in the '70s.
I don't think so because he be having those for ladies only concerts and shit.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, that's what he had.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, well then I wouldn't be able to see him.
Oh shit.
That answers your question.
Also, I ain't never seen no nigga in a Teddy Pendergrass concert and shit.
Right?
I should tell you something. Once a nigga got in a wheelchair, then yeah, you saw.
I don't watch the Red Table Talk. I wouldn't know if Snoop was on there. Living Color or Living Single? Living Color,
Living Color.
definitely. Luther? I nah. My mom's. I heard the story. My mom saw Luther already. So I know everything there is to know about that already. I don't need to see Luther.
call it a night, y'all, and shit. I'm about to eat me some food so I can get ready to go to bed. But this has been real as fuck as usual. But we're gonna come back tomorrow. You know what we're talking about tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right. Really can't wait for talk about that one and shit.
Right.
Whether you guys don't know or not, this the album we talked about today. If y'all can find it, must have your collection. Um, yeah, yeah. I'll see y'all later. Appreciate this try as usual.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.